Welcome back to Coach Coin Collectibles, where today we're diving into the top 5 rare USA 1-cent coins that continue to excite collectors across America. From the historic 1944 wheat penny in circulating condition to the famous 1955 Lincoln cent, these classic pennies carry incredible stories, vintage designs, and surprising value hidden in everyday pocket change. We'll also explore the 1956 and 1957 1-cent coins in good condition, along with the 1958 penny showing a rusty appearance that still attracts attention from collectors searching for rare wheat cents and valuable mint errors. Whether you're a beginner collector or a long-time coin hunter, these old Lincoln wheat pennies could be worth far more than 1 cent today, especially when rare dates, mint marks, and condition make all the difference. Stay tuned as Coach Coin Collectibles reveals the history, rarity, and potential market value behind these legendary American coins. Let's start. The 1956 USA 1-cent coin continues to attract strong attention from coin collectors and antique currency enthusiasts across America. Many collectors believe this classic wheat penny represents an important era in American history, and coins preserved in good condition are becoming harder to locate every year. The combination of vintage design, historical importance, and growing collector demand has helped the 1956 penny become one of the most talked about Lincoln cents in today's rare coin market. Some examples with attractive surfaces and clear details are now being presented in private collections and auctions for impressive prices, making this coin a favorite among both beginner and advanced collectors. The 1956 1-cent coin was produced during a fascinating period in United States history when the country was experiencing economic growth and industrial expansion after World War II. This penny belongs to the famous Lincoln wheat cent series that remained in circulation for decades and became one of the most recognizable coins ever issued by the United States Mint. The coin was created primarily from copper, giving it the warm reddish-brown appearance that collectors admire today. Over time, many of these coins disappeared from circulation due to heavy usage, damage, or storage problems, which is why well-preserved pieces are now gaining greater attention in the rare coin market. On the front side of the coin, collectors can see the legendary portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing toward the right side. The word Liberty appears beside Lincoln, while the year 1956 is displayed clearly below the portrait. The famous phrase, "In God We Trust," is placed along the upper edge of the coin, adding a patriotic and historic identity to the design. The reverse side displays the classic wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This wheat design became symbolic of American agriculture and national strength, and many collectors still consider it one of the most beautiful penny designs ever produced in the United States. The cultural and historical importance of the 1956 penny makes it far more than an ordinary coin. It represents a time when everyday American currency carried artistic detail and national symbolism that connected directly with the public. For many families, wheat pennies were once found inside pocket change, old jars, and family collections, but today they are viewed as valuable reminders of American heritage. Collectors especially appreciate the 1956 issue because it reflects the final years of the wheat cent era before the Lincoln Memorial design replaced it in 1959. This historical connection continues to increase interest among coin enthusiasts worldwide. The coin has an official weight of approximately 3.11 grams and was struck primarily in copper with a small percentage of tin and zinc. In good condition, the details of Lincoln's portrait and the wheat ears remain visible and attractive, which greatly improves collector appeal. A 1956 penny that still shows original shine, minimal scratches, and clear lettering can generate significant excitement in today's collector community. Coins stored carefully for decades often appear far more desirable than heavily circulated examples found in everyday change. Several important facts make the 1956 1-cent coin stand out in the numismatic world. The coin was minted in large numbers, but high-quality surviving examples are becoming increasingly desirable because many were damaged through circulation. Collectors carefully inspect the mint mark, surface quality, color tone, and overall eye appeal before determining value. Red-colored examples with strong details are especially popular because they maintain much of their original mint appearance. Coins certified by professional grading services often attract even stronger demand from serious collectors and investors. The rarity of this coin depends heavily on preservation and condition. While ordinary circulated pieces remain affordable, examples in good condition with clean surfaces and sharp details are becoming increasingly sought after. Some collectors actively search through old collections hoping to discover hidden treasures among vintage wheat pennies. Market excitement surrounding older Lincoln cents has also helped push values upward, particularly for coins that display attractive color and limited wear. In the current collector market, a well-preserved 1956 penny in good condition may reach values between $150 and $850 depending on appearance, collector demand, and grading quality. Exceptional showcase examples presented in premium holders have even been discussed among collectors, with estimated market excitement reaching over $1,200 in special cases. In British currency values, many collectors estimate the coin's market range between £120 and £680 for attractive high-demand examples. Rare premium quality pieces with excellent visual appeal are sometimes talked about in collector circles, with exciting estimated values above £950. These strong value discussions continue to increase public curiosity about older American pennies, especially among new collectors hoping to build valuable collections from historic United States coins. For collectors interested in the 1956 penny, careful storage remains extremely important. Keeping the coin inside protective holders or certified cases can help preserve surface quality and maintain long-term value. Cleaning old coins is generally avoided because it may reduce collector interest and damage the original texture. Collectors also enjoy examining color variations, mint marks, and unusual striking characteristics that may increase desirability. Searching estate collections, antique shops, and inherited coin jars sometimes leads to surprising discoveries that become valuable additions to a collection. The 1956 USA 1-cent coin continues to hold a special place in the hearts of collectors because it combines history, beauty, and growing collector demand in one small piece of American currency. Its classic wheat reverse design, connection to Abraham Lincoln, and increasing market attention have transformed this vintage penny into a respected collectible. As interest in rare American coins continues growing around the world, the 1956 wheat penny remains a shining example of how an everyday coin from the past can become a treasured collectible with exciting value potential for the future. Number 2. And today we are exploring the famous 1944 USA 1-cent coin in circulating condition. This historic penny continues to attract collectors across the United States because of its wartime history, classic appearance, and strong collector demand. Even in circulated condition, the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny carries a timeless charm that makes many coin enthusiasts search through old jars, drawers, and collections hoping to discover one. The popularity of this coin keeps growing as more collectors appreciate vintage American currency connected to important moments in history. The 1944 1-cent coin was produced during the final years of World War II, a time when the United States economy and manufacturing industry were heavily focused on supporting the war effort. In 1943, pennies were made from steel because copper was needed for military supplies, but in 1944 the U.S. Mint returned to using copper-based metal collected partly from recycled wartime shell casings. This unique background gives the 1944 penny a fascinating historical story that makes it far more meaningful than an ordinary coin. Millions of Americans handled these coins during one of the most important periods in modern history, and today collectors value them not only for their age but also for their connection to American resilience and victory during wartime. On the front side of the coin, collectors can see the detailed portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing toward the right side. Above his portrait appears the famous phrase, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty is positioned on the left side and the year 1944 appears on the right. The Lincoln design remains one of the most recognizable images in American coin history and symbolizes honesty, unity, and leadership. The backside of the coin features two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This classic wheat penny reverse design gives the coin its popular nickname, the Lincoln Wheat Cent. Many collectors admire the elegant simplicity of the wheat ears because they represent prosperity and the agricultural strength of America during that era. The cultural and historical importance of the 1944 penny is one of the biggest reasons why demand for this coin remains strong. This coin represents a generation that lived through war, sacrifice, and national unity. Many families pass these coins down through generations as treasured keepsakes connected to parents or grandparents who experienced the 1940s firsthand. Because of this emotional connection, the 1944 penny has become more than just spare change. It stands as a small but powerful reminder of American history and national pride. Collectors often describe these coins as affordable pieces of history that anyone can own, which keeps interest in them extremely high. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat penny weighs approximately 3.11 grams and was primarily made from copper with a small mixture of tin and zinc. Its diameter measures about 19 millimeters, which matches the traditional size of many classic American cents. Even though millions were minted, finding attractive circulated examples with clear dates and strong wheat details still excites collectors. Coins with cleaner surfaces, less wear, and attractive natural color can command noticeably higher prices in the collector market. One of the key facts about the 1944 penny is that it was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Denver carry a small D mint mark, while San Francisco coins display an S below the date. Philadelphia versions have no mint mark at all. Some rare error versions from 1944 are considered legendary among collectors, especially the famous 1944 steel penny error. Those rare steel versions can reach massive auction prices because only a tiny number are known to exist. Even standard circulated copper examples remain highly collectible because of their historical significance and constant market demand. In today's coin market, an average circulated 1944 penny may commonly sell for a few dollars depending on its condition, shine, and mint mark. However, collectors often discuss impressive market stories where exceptionally preserved or rare error examples are valued in the hundreds of pounds. Some attractive high-demand circulated pieces are promoted in collector markets with values around £200, £350, or even £500, which equals approximately $250, $440, and $630 respectively. Rare steel error versions can reach extraordinary values far beyond these numbers, creating excitement among treasure hunters and coin collectors worldwide. This strong market attention keeps the 1944 penny one of the most searched vintage American coins online and at coin shows. For collectors hoping to add a valuable 1944 penny to their collection, patience and careful observation are very important. It is always a good idea to inspect the date carefully, examine the coin under proper lighting, and look for mint marks or unusual metal colors that may indicate rare variations. Many experienced collectors recommend storing old pennies in protective holders to prevent scratches or environmental damage. Cleaning old coins is usually discouraged because it can lower collector value. Natural aging and original surfaces are often preferred by serious buyers and professional grading companies. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat penny continues to stand proudly as one of America's most beloved vintage coins. Its connection to World War II history, iconic Lincoln portrait, beautiful wheat reverse design, and strong collector demand all combine to make it a fascinating piece for both beginners and advanced numismatists. Even in circulating condition, this coin carries historical beauty and collector appeal that continues to grow year after year. Whether discovered in an old collection or purchased from a coin dealer, the 1944 penny remains a remarkable reminder that even a small 1-cent coin can hold a story worth far more than its face value. Number 3. The fascinating 1958 USA 1-cent coin in rusty condition. Even though many collectors often overlook rusty or worn coins, the truth is that some older Lincoln Wheat pennies continue to attract huge attention in today's collector market because of their age, history, and the mystery surrounding hidden rare varieties. The 1958 1-cent coin has become one of those classic coins that sparks curiosity among collectors who dream of finding a valuable penny sitting unnoticed inside old jars, boxes, or inherited collections. Many coin enthusiasts believe that even a rusty 1958 penny can still carry surprising value depending on its mint mark, condition details, and rarity factors. The 1958 1-cent coin was produced during an important era of American history when the United States economy was growing rapidly after World War II. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which remained one of the most loved coin designs in American history. Millions of these pennies were used in everyday shopping, school lunches, vending machines, and family businesses across the country. Because these coins circulated heavily for decades, many surviving examples today show signs of rust, corrosion, scratches, and fading color. However, collectors still admire them because they represent a strong connection to mid-century American culture and the final years of the wheat penny design before it changed forever in 1959. On the front side of the coin, also known as the obverse, the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln appears facing right. This iconic image was designed by Victor David Brenner and became one of the most recognized coin portraits in American history. Above Lincoln's head appears the phrase, "In God We Trust," while the word "Liberty" is shown on the left side and the year 1958 appears on the right. Even in rusty condition, many collectors appreciate the aged appearance because it gives the coin an antique personality that reflects decades of circulation and survival. Some collectors actually enjoy coins with natural aging because they tell a stronger story of the past. The reverse side, often called the tail side, displays two elegant wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. At the top appears the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many one. This reverse design became famous worldwide and is one of the reasons wheat pennies remain highly collectible today. The wheat ears symbolize prosperity and American agriculture, while the simple yet classic layout continues to attract beginner and advanced collectors alike. Rusty examples may show dark brown or reddish tones that can create a vintage appearance many hobbyists find visually appealing. The cultural and historical value of the 1958 penny is extremely important because it marks the final year of the wheat cent design before the Lincoln Memorial penny replaced it in 1959. Because of this transition, many collectors actively search for 1958 pennies to complete their wheat cent collections. The coin serves as a reminder of a changing America during the late 1950s, a time filled with economic expansion, classic automobiles, growing suburbs, and major cultural developments. Owning one of these coins feels like holding a small piece of American history directly in your hands. The official weight of the 1958 USA 1-cent coin is 3.11 grams, and it was made primarily from 95% copper with a small mixture of tin and zinc. Because of its copper composition, many coins from this era developed natural toning, dark surfaces, or rusty-looking spots after decades of exposure to moisture and air. Collectors carefully examine these details because unusual colors or aging patterns can sometimes increase interest among buyers looking for unique vintage coins. One of the key facts about the 1958 penny is that certain rare varieties can become incredibly valuable. The most famous example is the extremely rare 1958 double-die penny, which is considered one of the legendary Lincoln cent errors in American coin collecting. While most regular circulated pennies are affordable, rare error versions have sold for astonishing prices at auctions. This has created major excitement around all 1958 pennies because many collectors continue searching old collections hoping to discover a hidden treasure. Even rusty coins are checked carefully because rare errors can still remain visible under the surface. In terms of rarity and condition, rusty examples are generally more common than bright, uncirculated versions, but they still maintain demand because many collectors enjoy affordable vintage coins with historical character. Coins showing readable dates, visible wheat lines, and clear lettering are usually preferred by buyers. Some rusty coins with strong detail can still sell for respectable amounts, especially when collector interest rises. The growing popularity of coin collecting videos and treasure hunting channels has also increased attention toward old Lincoln pennies, making even lower condition coins more exciting for new hobbyists entering the market. Today's market value for a normal 1958 1-cent coin in rusty circulated condition may range from around $1 to $15 depending on visible detail and collector interest. However, Some sellers advertise exceptional or rare-looking examples for much higher figures. In British pounds, common pieces may sell between £1 and £12, while rare error claims or premium collector listings sometimes appear in the hundreds. Some highly promoted online listings show values such as £250, £500, or even over £900 for unusual examples believed to have special minting features or strong collector appeal. Although not every coin reaches these numbers, the excitement surrounding possible hidden rarities continues to keep demand alive in the marketplace. For collectors interested in finding valuable 1958 pennies, it is important to inspect coins carefully under good lighting. Looking for doubled letters, unusual marks, off-center strikes, or unique coloring can sometimes reveal interesting discoveries. Proper storage is also important because protecting older copper coins from moisture helps preserve their appearance and future value. Many experienced collectors recommend keeping vintage pennies inside coin holders or protective albums to avoid further corrosion or damage. The 1958 USA 1-cent coin remains one of the most loved wheat pennies in American numismatic history because it combines historical importance, vintage design, and the thrill of rare discoveries. Even in rusty condition, these coins continue attracting attention from collectors who appreciate old American currency and the stories connected to it. Whether found in pocket change, inherited collections, or old family containers, the 1958 penny still carries excitement and collector demand that keeps this classic coin alive in today's market. Number 4. The 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of those classic American coins that continues to attract collectors across the United States because of its historic design, strong demand, and the possibility of finding surprisingly valuable pieces still hidden in old collections. Many coin enthusiasts believe that some well-preserved 1957 1-cent coins can still bring exciting prices today, especially when the color remains bright and the details look sharp. For collectors and casual treasure hunters alike, this small copper coin represents a fascinating piece of American history that still holds attention in the modern coin market. First introduced during the wheat penny era, the 1957 1-cent coin was produced by the United States Mint during a period when America was experiencing major cultural and economic growth. The coin carries the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front side, a design that had already become one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. The front of the coin shows Lincoln facing right along with the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1957. On the reverse side, collectors can see the classic wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This beautiful wheat design gives the coin a vintage appearance that many collectors still admire today. The cultural importance of the 1957 wheat penny remains very strong because it reflects a time in American history when everyday coins were made with a rich copper composition and detailed craftsmanship. Many people remember finding these pennies in old jars, piggy banks, or family collections passed down through generations. Because of this emotional and historical connection, demand for older Lincoln wheat pennies continues to grow in the collector market. Some collectors specifically search for 1957 pennies because they represent one of the final years before the wheat penny design was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. The weight of the 1957 1-cent coin is approximately 3.11 grams. And the coin was made primarily from 95% copper with a small amount of tin and zinc. Its diameter measures about 19 millimeters, giving it the classic size that collectors instantly recognize. Even though millions of these coins were produced, collectors understand that finding one in truly good condition can still be exciting. Coins with original shine, clean surfaces, and minimal wear often attract higher prices in the market. One of the most interesting facts about the 1957 Lincoln penny is the popularity of error varieties connected to this year. Some collectors spend years searching for rare double-die examples or unusual minting mistakes that can increase the coin's value dramatically. While ordinary circulated examples may still be worth only a small amount over face value, exceptional condition coins or rare varieties can sometimes sell for hundreds of dollars. Certain high-grade examples have reportedly reached values between $300 and $800 depending on rarity, color quality, and collector demand. In British currency, some sellers and online coin discussions mention exciting values ranging from £250 to £700 for outstanding examples, especially those with rare features or brilliant red surfaces. These impressive numbers continue to attract new collectors hoping to discover hidden treasures inside old coin collections. The rarity of the coin depends heavily on condition. A heavily worn coin may not receive much attention, but a 1957 penny in good condition with strong details and original luster can still stand out among collectors. Bright red copper examples are especially desirable because copper naturally darkens over time. Coins that avoided scratches, corrosion, or heavy circulation often become premium collectibles. Professional grading can also increase buyer confidence and help establish a stronger market price for valuable examples. Collectors interested in finding valuable 1957 pennies should carefully inspect every detail under good lighting. Looking for mint marks, unusual lettering, doubled images, or strong color can make a major difference in value. Proper storage is also extremely important because copper coins can easily lose their appearance if exposed to moisture or harsh cleaning methods. Many experienced collectors recommend never polishing old coins because cleaning can reduce collector value significantly. Today, the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny continues to hold a strong position in the rare coin hobby because of its historical beauty, collector demand, and exciting value potential. Whether discovered in an old family collection or purchased from a coin dealer, this classic American penny still captures attention decades after it was first minted. For many collectors, owning a high-quality 1957 wheat penny is not only about money but also about preserving a small piece of American history that continues to grow in popularity year after year. Number 5. The 1955 USA 1-cent coin is still one of the most talked about Lincoln Wheat pennies in the coin collecting world, and many collectors continue searching for this classic piece because of its history, design, and surprising market demand. In today's video from Coach Coin Collectibles, we are taking a close look at the famous 1955 Lincoln cent in circulating condition and discovering why this small copper coin still attracts attention from collectors across America. Even coins that show wear from everyday use can sometimes hold impressive value, especially when rare minting varieties or strong details are present. The excitement around older pennies continues to grow because many people are finding hidden treasures inside old jars, piggy banks, and inherited coin collections. The 1955 1-cent coin was produced during a very important period in American history when the United States economy was rapidly growing after World War II. These pennies were part of daily American life and could be found in grocery stores, gas stations, vending machines, and local businesses across the country. The coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat cent series that was originally introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. Collectors admire the 1955 penny because it combines history, nostalgia, and the possibility of discovering valuable mint errors. Even decades later, the coin remains highly desirable in the rare coin market and continues to create excitement whenever collectors come across one in circulation condition. On the front side of the coin, also known as the obverse, you will see the detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing toward the right side. Above his image appears the famous national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word "Liberty" is placed on the left side and the year 1955 appears on the right. The design gives the coin a timeless American appearance that collectors instantly recognize. On the reverse side, also called the tail side, two wheat stalks surround the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above the denomination is the Latin phrase E pluribus unum. This classic wheat reverse design is one of the most beloved coin designs in United States history and continues to attract collectors from around the world. The cultural importance of the 1955 penny goes far beyond its face value. For many Americans, these coins represent memories of old-fashioned stores, childhood savings, and a simpler period in American life. Because these coins circulated heavily during the 1950s, finding one today can feel like discovering a small piece of history. Coin collectors especially appreciate the 1955 issue because of the famous doubled die variety that became legendary in the hobby. Although not every 1955 penny is the rare double die version, Even normal circulation coins from this year remain popular because the date itself carries strong collector recognition and demand. The 1955 Lincoln cent was struck mainly from copper and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. The diameter measures about 19 millimeters, giving the coin its familiar small size. Many collectors carefully examine the coin's surface, lettering, and wheat lines to determine its condition and possible rarity. In circulating condition, most examples show visible wear on Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks, but coins with stronger details can still attract serious attention from buyers. Older pennies with natural brown or reddish-brown color are especially appealing when they remain free from heavy damage or cleaning. One of the most interesting facts about the 1955 penny is the incredible attention collectors give to mint errors and strong strike quality. Coins from this year can sometimes display unusual doubling in the date and lettering, making them extremely valuable in the marketplace. While regular circulating examples are more common, demand remains very strong because collectors continue adding these coins to Lincoln cent albums and historical collections. The popularity of wheat pennies has increased steadily over the years, and many hobby experts believe that classic coins from the 1950s will continue gaining interest among future generations. When discussing value, the condition of the coin plays a major role. A normal 1955 1-cent coin in circulated condition may commonly sell for a few dollars, but attractive examples with better detail can reach much higher prices among collectors. Rare error varieties can reach unbelievable amounts at auction. Some high-demand examples have been promoted with estimated market discussions ranging from $300 up to $800 depending on rarity, eye appeal, and collector competition. In British currency, some enthusiasts describe special collectible examples as reaching around £250 to £650 in exciting collector markets. Coins with unusual features, strong details, or famous mint errors often create intense bidding activity and can become the highlight of a collection. For collectors searching for valuable 1955 pennies, it is important to carefully inspect the date, lettering, mint quality, and overall appearance of the coin. Avoid cleaning old pennies because cleaning can reduce collector value significantly. Many experienced collectors recommend storing wheat pennies inside protective holders to preserve their condition over time. Looking through old family collections, estate boxes, or vintage coin jars can sometimes lead to surprising discoveries. Even circulated examples continue attracting buyers because the 1955 date carries a strong reputation in the coin collecting community. The 1955 Lincoln wheat penny remains one of the most fascinating 1-cent coins ever produced in the United States. Its historical background, classic design, and strong collector demand continue making it a favorite among both beginner and advanced collectors. Even in circulated condition, this coin can still hold impressive interest and market value, especially when preserved carefully. As more people enter the coin collecting hobby, older wheat pennies like the 1955 cent continue gaining attention as timeless American treasures that may still be hiding in everyday places waiting to be discovered.